Let's start with the Super Bowl favorites, the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, Chris, I think the first reason here is obvious, and it is Josh Allen. You just mentioned that list of past few Super Bowl winners, and they all kind of have one big thing in common. To win in this era of NFL football, you have to have a franchise quarterback. Whether that was Matthew Stafford last season, Tom Brady 2 seasons ago, Patrick Mahomes 3 seasons ago, you have to have a big guy who knows how to play football behind center, and Josh Allen has proven he can do that. You know, there were so many questions about him. The Bills got grilled when they drafted him, but since then, he has just been getting better every year. They've been to the playoffs in 3 of the 4 seasons he's been under center, been to the postseason in 3 straight years. We've seen him in the wild card round, the conference title game. We saw the crazy game against the Chiefs where they're 13 seconds away from getting the AFC Championship. So Josh Allen definitely is a big reason why the Bills would win the Super Bowl if it happens. Another reason I like the Bills is their defense. It should be better than it was last year, which doesn't even seem possible. This is a team that had arguably the best defense in football last season, and now you're adding Von Miller. So you got some pass rushing help. You get Tre'Davious White back on the field. Tre'Davious White missed the final 5 games of the season. He didn't play in the playoffs because he tore his ACL during the middle of the year, and that was a huge loss because White is one of the best corners in the NFL. So now you have a shutdown corner on one side of the ball, and you might have another one because you just spent a first-round pick on Kaiir Elam, and then you look at the rest of that defense with Greg Rousseau, Jordan Poyer, Tremaine Edmonds. It is absolutely loaded. And then the third reason why they are a very, very good pick to win the Super Bowl is because they filled all the holes they had on their roster. Look, this team is talented from top to bottom. There were not many holes on this roster. If they needed to do anything, it was add an offensive lineman. They did that during the offseason with Roger Saffold. Add a little bit of pass rushing help. They did that with Von Miller. They did that with Shaq Lawson. Then you look what they did in the draft. They potentially got a starting corner, a starting punter. Maybe that will put them over the edge there. But the Bills made a lot of smart moves this offseason, and those are 3 reasons why I think they can win the Super Bowl.
So if they filled their biggest holes, what would you say is their biggest question mark now going into a season where they are the ones that everybody's going to be gunning for as the favorites in the AFC?
I think just getting their running backs a little bit more involved. I think the Bills know that is an issue. Look, you have Devin Singletary, but they went out and spent a second-round pick on James Cook because their running game has been the one thing that just really hasn't been a big part of their offense. If they could get that going, man, then that offense becomes more scary than it was last year.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.